Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. We're back on the swivel at the sports bar with this Josh Giddy situation. And this time, Stephen A. Smith is in front of the congregation. And we're going to be asking him why is he trying to protect and defend Malika Andrews. This is the bed she made, so I wonder if she's going to really appreciate anything you do for her based on her perceived dislike of black men. I think she's used to black men pandering to her and to no avail. So we'll see if she even says anything. I'm sure she won't say anything about what's your rant, and we're going to show that. But first, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. But leave some comments. So let's talk about it. This Josh Giddy situation is not going away. And but Stephen A felt compelled to defend Malika Andrews. And in his own words, I'm gonna share a piece of it. I'm gonna leave the link in my description to his channel so you can go see the whole thing. It's not that long, but he goes into some other explanation to try to justify his defense of her. But the first part of what he says is the main meat. And then I'll come back and react after I share that video. But I mean, I have some opinions about Josh Giddy and his situation itself. I don't think it should be this deep, but that's as much I'm gonna say on that one right now. Let's go ahead and share what Stephen A has to say, and then we'll go from there.
That what I'm about to get into, I usually don't get involved with. I'm big on supporting my colleagues and protecting my colleagues.
Fair
But
use.
in the same
Fair
breath, I'm
use.
also big on minding my own damn business when it's called upon to do so. And I'm certainly not trying to deviate from that in this particular situation. But there's a subject that I think demands participation from people in this industry, including myself. And that is this subject that's involving ESPN host Malika Andrews. Now, for those of you who may not know, and it's very few in the sports world who don't know at this particular moment in time, she's been getting some major heat, in particular from former NFL wide receiver Des Bryant for ignoring the situation involving or surrounding NBA player Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the accusations of him having an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl.
This simple yet brilliant trick to heat your home in 90 seconds will save thousands of dollars on.
First things first, before I get even any further, let me tell you what Des Bryant had to say. Let me read that quote to you right now. Des Bryant tweets, Malika Andrews, you went out of your way to crucify Brandon Miller, the #2 overall pick of the Charlotte Hornets on draft day, over something he didn't even do, wrote Bryant. Why haven't you said nothing about Josh Giddey? I advise you not to make this a black or white thing. Your parents really raised you wrong, and just because you went to a private school don't make you better. You appeal, and I know you're kind. You're just a puppet. I don't know how a former or current NBA player could sit there across from you and look at you with some kind of respect. Let me say this. Des Bryant, I miss him. I miss Des Bryant because I loved watching him as a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys for those 8 years he was there before he suffered that injury and came back and tried to resume his career in Baltimore, and that didn't work out. I respect you, my brother, but that was a bit extreme. You see, without trying to get too involved in it, I feel compelled to get involved because I think that a lot of people are missing the issue involving Josh Giddey to begin with. Josh Giddey is being investigated for allegedly messing with an underage girl. We don't know the facts. And because we don't know the facts, and we represent a network, we have to make sure I's are dotted and T's are crossed before we provide commentary to that. The investigation is ongoing by the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder refuses to comment on it. Josh Giddey refuses to comment on it. And as a result, all we can keep doing is reminding everybody the brother being investigated. He's from Australia. He's being investigated for messing with an underage girl. That's problematic. And the NBA is investigating because next thing you know, they may take some heat because people may be asking them, what are you going to do about it? If this was the National Football League, chances are he would be put on a commissioner's exempt list where he wouldn't be allowed to play until the investigation was complete. So getting on Malika Andrews about this, I believe, is off kilter. And it's a bit extreme. Bringing up her parents, her upbringing, some private school education. Come on, Des.
I'm going to leave it there. So I'm going to leave the link to this in my description so you can go back and listen to all of him. There's a couple of things. One, I thought Des Bryant was a little extreme to get his point across. But this whole notion that Stephen A. and the rest of the people from ESPN keep touting that they can't say anything just because of the allegation, it's just pure bullshit. They do it all the time. When there's a black person, no trial, no nothing, they don't hesitate to drag the brother through the coals. So, I mean, stop with all the bullshit, Stephen A. You guys talk about guys with just with allegations all the time. But I'm not going to drag this out. Go check out his whole thing. I just use this for fair use. On pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out. This ain't going away, y'all.